was, yeah. Let's talk about fences. I know you think that's a weird subject, but I thought about it last night when you're going to see all this other stuff that Kara and I went out to do some video fun yesterday. After work, we drove around and did some social things, some quarantine type things, and we got Grown Up Wild Grace Bondioli involved with it. Had some fun, some things that you can do. On the way home, pulled into the driveway, pulled into the garage, and there's a rabbit in my garage. So I hop out of the truck, leave the headlights on, I run around, get in front by the headlights, and I start going towards the rabbit. It's blinded, it can't see anything because of the lights. Sitting in my garage, what are you doing in my garage, you little bugger? So I went towards it, and it jumped into the corner. And I remember my grandpa telling me stories about when he was younger and he was told by his mom and dad to go get supper, go get rabbits. And they didn't have guns. And what they would do is they'd go along these rock pile fences, because that's what there were rock pile fences. And the rabbits, there were so many rabbits, and the rabbits would go into those rock piles, and he would pull away a few rocks and grab the rabbit. And that would be their supper. So I was kind of inspired by that yesterday. So this rabbit goes into the corner, and I go in there and I reach for it, and it jumps, and I kind of get it in between. It jumps towards me actually, and I grabbed it and I got it by both legs. So that was kind of a cool thing to do. It reminded me of my grandpa, and it reminded me that, you know, these barbed wire fences were something that were put in as a replacement for these rock fences. And what they used to do is they used to make rock fences. So they'd clear an acreage of land, and then they'd go pick rocks, and that's how they made the fences, were out of rocks. And as time grew on, trees would grow there, and so you'd have this wind fence and everything that prevented erosion. And now you don't have that. You have this barbed wire fence, which helps contribute to erosion and problems like that. It also has demolished animals like rabbits and foxes and songbirds and things like that, because there's no habitat here. And what there used to be was a big rock pile fence that they used that for habitat. Animals did, and you can still find some of those old rock fences today. And if I've ever gone hunting on property like that, they're always loaded with wildlife and animals like that. And good luck with shotgun trying to shoot rabbits out of there, because those buggers, they go right into the rocks. And like my grandpa used to do, he'd clear away a few rocks and grab the rabbit. And I've never done that, but that's my next thing on my list to do. So barbed wire went across the United States really fast, and it actually, it has its place and its purpose, but the barbed there is to keep the animals away from the fence. And there's a lot of wildlife, deer and stuff that get caught on that. We see from our house deer scooting underneath here, jumping, and every once in a while they get caught in the fence, and you feel bad for them, and you just wonder how often that happens in real life. And I've seen pictures of that kind of stuff happening. So that's your science fun of the day. Enjoy Mr. Stankowski and Mr. Bondioli and Grace having a little bit of fun. Okay, so when you're on the quarantine, sometimes you got to do things that are fun that you would do when you were a little kid, like the noise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go throw this in the ditch and see how long it takes to get under the road, and go watch it on the other side of this big stick. Parkour! What? There it goes. On the mighty stream. Huh? So what else you can do if you want to get the wind in your hair a little bit is you can run 20 miles an hour. It just seems like you're going really fast if you move your arms like this. Like I'm running 20 miles an hour. Okay, that's enough. I did like quarter mile. I gotta take a break. Here's another thing that you can do. You can grab a rock, chuck it in the water. Whoosh. Ready? Make a big splash. Now, Stan's coming over, so I put this ruler out because we got to be 6 feet apart from each other.
Why?
Because that's the social distancing rules. We got to follow the rules. But here it comes now. Hey guys, how's it going? Good. Whoa, I got the ruler out.
You got the ruler out.
Yep, 6 feet away.
Hey Charlie, how you doing? Hey.
Whoa,
Whoa.
What's
going on?
Whoa.
Oh.
We're 6 feet away. Oh, now we're playing defense.